It's RT International. This man has a dream, but it's one that's brought fear wherever he goes. Craig Cobb wants to establish a white supremacist town in America, and he spared no expense in the efforts to make it a reality. The first place he tried to set up was a white colony in Leith. It's a small town in North Dakota. We're just highlighting it here on the map. Mr. Cobb moved there in 2012, but his plans fell apart after he was convicted of terrorizing residents. RT's Maria Finoshina has been on a special mission to find out more about Mr. Cobb's ideas.
It's not easy to find the town of Leith. If you happened to be here on a weekend, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was abandoned. A ghost town. Even there are more graves in its cemetery than residents. And this is where the man built America's most dangerous supremacist decided one day to found his white empire.
He wanted it all to be a white town, and I happen to live here.
He had swastikas painted all over trees, and they had signs in the tree over there, "Go home, niggers," or "No nigger welcomed here."
He looked at her and he said, "Go back to Mexico, babe."
He was terrorizing you?
Yeah, he was, man.
How?
He actually came right out front of the house here with me and a friend that were here with guns, and he was, posting stuff on the internet about, there was comments about how they were going to mow us down with AK-47s, and there's an old jail that he was going to jail people in that didn't think like him. A lot of people laugh about it, but that's where it starts.
This is Cobb's house. The self-proclaimed white supremacist owned this and dozens of other properties here in the town of Leith. They were supposed to form the beginning, the core of an Aryan community here on the American soil in the middle of nowhere in North Dakota. His plan was to sell these houses, but only to people who share his views and having the same agenda.
It doesn't look like there is someone inside.
The scary part was other Nazis and stuff moving in.
White nationalists became frequent guests in Leith, prompting protests and anxiety.
Why would you feel safe? I got security cameras, I've got guns, loaded guns, No, we live differently than we lived before, that's for sure.
It was a big reality check, especially for if you have kids.
She said, "Mom, I don't want to go outside because what if they're out there in the trees somewhere?"
The mayor says Cobb's plan was to infiltrate the town with supporters, become mayor himself, and take full control of his whites-only enclave.
This guy is not going to stop until somebody stops him.
Maria Finoshina, RT, Leith.
You can watch the second episode of Maria's search for the American white supremacist, Mr. Craig Cobb. That'll be all day Wednesday here on RT International.